This has, in my opinion, several huge bombs all at once. But this is also assuming it's actually accurate at all, because it's some random Twitter thing by some random guy. So Studio Pierrot is aiming to bring more than just Bleach, Naruto, and Boruto in the future. Their current main focus is Bleach 1000 Year Blood Wars and nothing else. The plan is to turn their other projects into seasonal anime instead of long-running shows as Bleach 1000 Year Blood War reached massive success. There's 3 huge bombshells in this. First of all, Studio Pierrot is planning more than just Bleach, Naruto, and Boruto. So it's planning to diversify. So they're going to have less staff and like less people, just in general, less effort put into the Naruto, Boruto franchise, assuming that's true. They're going to be more spread thin. And it's probably going to take longer as well. Less quality and longer. Second thing, their current main focus is 1000 Year Blood Wars and nothing else. So they're not working on the Boruto anime comeback. They're not working on the 4 Naruto episodes.
Yeah.
At all.
There's their answer to that.
At all. Like, currently, they're not at all. I mean, to be fair, say it's main focus. So maybe it's a side focus and not a main focus.
Nothing else is a main focus.
But other things are a side focus. I don't think that's what they're saying, but it's possible. And then the plan is to turn their other projects into seasonal anime instead of long-running shows. So Boruto's comeback might just come back with 12 episodes for a year and then nothing again. Like, are we never going to see weekly Naruto ever again?
I think it'd be more like 20 episodes, but I mean, I don't know.
I mean, that'd be awful.
That's weird.
I would hate it to the bottom of my gut. It'd be the worst. It'd be my worst nightmare.
Like, I just tune out, bro. Especially, the worst part about that, though, is if they do that, I know, I hate Boruto fillers, that, those fans, but if they go seasonal with it, the Boruto anime would just be the manga. If the anime is just the manga, that will suck. Period.
I know.
It'll just suck.
You know what?
The manga is not good enough.
I don't want
that
them to do
would work
it.
For Naruto.
Hypothetically,
that won't work for Boruto.
Hypothetically, if they did do this, just to be as vindictive as possible, I would hope they do entire seasons of just filler content. We get a year of just like 12 episodes of Boruto filler, no canon. Just for those people that would complain. I want them to feel miserable. That's what they get. They earned it. They deserve it.
I hate to say it, but it's like it needs it though. The manga isn't like, I like reading the manga because I want to know what happens, but it's not Naruto's. It's not complete.
I know, it's pretty bad. And for those that don't,
they literally missed the whole freaking third of an arc, bro, in the manga. Like, I need a filler ending to that one.
For those that don't know, be sure to check out Kamui's next video about Mitsuki. It's like 30 minutes long. His favorite video of all time that he's ever made. It's a good video. It's going to include a lot of stuff in there. You're going to want to watch that video. Shout out Kamui's future video. It's probably going to be out by the time you're watching this. If you're watching this,
I finally finish it. One day.
So I don't have an article for this, so I'm just going to keep this on screen. So the sales for the first volume of Boruto came in. I don't know if you've seen that.
Nah.
Did you want to guess where they are?
What would be like tippity top good and really, really bad?
Tippity top good would be like maybe like 200,000, like 300,000 at the top maybe. And typically like really bad would probably be like 10,000 or less. So if it gets like less than 10,000, it's definitely getting canceled. No matter the series, I think.
I'm gonna assume it's pretty good. 80,000.
Interesting. So it's 30,000, but actually it was 31,000 in the first 3 days. Specifically, only physical release. So actually, the sales are up. Because I mean, to be fair, Boruto sales have been pretty abysmal since its start. But like, this is like the time skip, the first chapter of the time skip. Like, they rebranded the whole series. It's not just the time skip; it's a whole different series. It's only 30,000. It's gonna go downhill from here probably, but like 20,000, 15,000, who knows? That means Boruto might be shorter than what we thought. Two Blue Vortex, which would be the worst. It'd be the biggest tragedy of all time. But I agree, it should be as long as Boruto Part 1, but I don't know if they're gonna do that. Hopefully it's longer, if anything. I mean, it's good thing because sales are up, if anything.
So obviously I want another Naruto series after that, but I'm like, it doesn't make sense to me to let this one write it like shit to end it early just to start a new one. Just write this one better, so you don't need to do that.
I know, for real.
You know,
Yeah,
you would be
that's
this.
so weird.
No offense, but like honestly speaking, Boruto wouldn't be in this situation if it was just better. It's the honest truth. Like, I think it is objectively pretty good. It gets more hate than it deserves. But if Boruto just was as good as Naruto, you wouldn't have this problem.
I know. Like the Kara arc was good, but cells didn't reflect that. Like the cells between Kara arc and like Mujina Bandits was like the same, if not worse, because every manga slumps downhill over time. That's just natural.
And the car arc is good, but it's like Boruto's held back by a lot of things. The monthly release
know.
is probably screwing it over for one thing. And
Yeah.
then the artwork, I'm sorry if Kishimoto was drawing it. If he just said, I'm only going to draw Kodachi, you can write, the sales would have been up, guaranteed. The freaking Sasuke's initial design in the first 3 chapters probably dropped the sales in half. Just that alone. Seriously, though. Like, it probably did. As far as the writing goes, I think that's up to personal preference. It would be interesting to see, to compile data on, does the average fan prefer Kodachi's writing or Kishimoto's writing based off what we had so far? Because they both did about half of part 1, a little bit more for
Okay,
Kodachi.
so you mean specifically
but,
Boruto? Because I was about to say, if you're including Naruto, that's not fair.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, just for the Boruto part.
Yeah. I honestly, I prefer Kodachi. But that is up to interpretation.
Same. For me, I was at first really liking things with Kishimoto, but like, I mean, the end of part 1 completely ruined it. And in hindsight, I'm like, my 2 favorite arcs are both Kodachi. I mean, the Momoshiki arc is both Kodachi and Kishimoto, but I'm like, honestly, Out arc, great. The only arc I didn't really care for was Mujina Bandits, but not that it did anything wrong, it just didn't do anything
And
spectacular.
that's what made me drop it. I dropped it after Mujina Bandits arc.
I mean, Mujina Bandits is good.
A lot of people
but
did,
I see
though.
why. Yeah, it's boring, but it's good.
That's the thing. It's not that it's bad. I just feel like it has the messages, it has the themes, it has things, but it's just not captivating to the same extent as other things.
I feel like there's no wow factor the first time you watch it. There's no intrigue. Like, I don't care what happens to Tento.
You know?
Like, I don't care about Mujina. And at this point, I don't care about Boruto either. I care about what he stands for, what he represents.
I mean, I stand by it. If the Kara actuation arc just was the manga arc instead of the Mujina Bandits, it would have been way better. Like,
yeah.
I don't think they needed the Mujina Bandits for any reason. They literally could have just done the Kara action. It's not like Boruto knew that they were part of Kara anyway. That could have just been the introduction to Kara. Oh, these are actually members of Kara. There you go. That's all you need. You didn't need the Mujina Bandits for any reason.
Now, I will say Boruto's in B Jump as opposed to Shonen Jump. That's a different magazine. That could decrease the sales in general. It might just get more sales if it was in Shonen Jump. But also, it started in Shonen Jump and switched to V Jump, which that I would assume would also hurt the sales. It might increase it, but I would assume changing magazines would hurt the story. Because, like, if you're there for Shonen Jump, you're not going to follow Boruto. If you're there for V Jump, it's weird to start in the middle of a story. So you have to be following it for Boruto.
When the sales drop dramatically.
Exactly.
I also don't know if the rebranding really helped them. Like the whole Blue Vortex thing.
I think it probably
feel like that helped. If anything, it's just annoying. It's annoying to type 2 Blue Vortex and everything.
I know.
Instead of just Boruto.
Well, I don't think that matters for the consumers or YouTubers. That's different. I think in the West it was a huge thing, but I don't think Japan cared. Like, for them, it's no different from any other time skip.
Well, it's also just weird because, like, neither story stands alone without the other. And so, it doesn't make sense that they even did it. Like, the Boruto manga doesn't make sense as an ending. The Boruto Blue Vortex manga doesn't make sense as a beginning. Like, what are we doing?
I remember when it first happened, we were memeing about the fact it's 2 different series. The fact that they actually did it, I can't believe it. We are in some parallel universe. I swear to God, we got into a
I know, it just
divergent
don't make sense,
timeline.
bro.
Like I don't know how we got here, but we need to go back.
What did Urashiki do to
I don't know.
Kishimoto?
Now, I will say, you could also say the sales have gone down because COVID, it was like a peak explosion of manga because obviously, and like the world has gone sort of back to normal, stable, whatever. And people like Camco disagree, it's worse than ever, and COVID's as bad as it's ever been, but you know, it's like world's back to normal. People aren't reading manga like they were during the pandemic. That's not just Naruto, that's every series has gone down since then, but also the rapid boom of technology. More and more people are just reading it digital instead of going out to buy the physical volume sales, and that's what
So
this
I don't
number
know how they,
represents.
if they have a way of tracking that at all.
That's not public release, but yeah, they obviously do. It's probably hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, because that would help to compare to other series. But if you gave that data,
Yeah.
you would actually know how the series is
Honestly,
doing.
the more time goes on, the less reliable these physical manga sales become in terms of tracking the popularity of a series. Because it's just
Yeah.
less and less relevant in terms of the numbers that they actually get.
Yeah. Like, I don't know why they don't post digital numbers